Welcome to my coffee channel. I am Thomas, and today I am going to review Illy Classico Espresso from Italy. This is one of the kings of espresso, at least the kings of Italian espresso. The other king is being Lavazza. And I'm going to analyze it. I'm going to cup it. We're going to pull shots. And I'm going to let you know how I score this coffee. I'm going to do a double video today, or actually kind of double titles. Besides my review of this, I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison with the Lavazza Espresso. And we're going to see which one is really the king. So anyway, I'll be right back with my analysis, and then we'll cup it and pull shots and go from there. Okay, I've done my analysis. My sample is brewing. We just went over the break. And just so the roast analysis, this was a 51 on the whole bean, a 67 on the ground, which makes it a medium to close to a medium light roast. The two numbers fairly close together, probably a longer, slower coffee roast. I'm now doing a pH reading. We're going to do a pH reading on this, and let's see what we got. 7. 7 on the pH, which makes it pretty much right in the middle of the acid range. I wouldn't call it a low acid coffee. Low acid coffee being 5.5 below. Anyway, I'm going to continue to let this brew another 10 minutes, and I'll be right back to sample it for you. Okay, my sample has been brewing about 14 minutes. Start going over it on the break, or when I first brewed it, had a very sweet, cinnamony spice smell to it. Let's give it a taste. Nice heavy body, not overly sweet in the cup, slight sweetness. Still carries through that sort of sweet, cinnamony sort of smell and taste. Not as pronounced as when I first brewed it on the break. Almost a nutty flavor, a very nutty flavor in there. I want to say sort of maybe like pecans, walnuts, sort of a dark, crunchy, nutty taste I'm getting, along with the hints of cinnamon and sweetness. Has a very nice, not overly bright, but a very nice balanced acidity to it. Has a nice brightness to it. It's had no bitterness. Very big mouthful. Nice aftertaste. Really carries through. That aftertaste just lingers in your mouth. Very slurpy, very good. No defects, nothing at all bad with this coffee. No bitterness. Okay, I'm going to score this. I'm going to pull some shots, and I'm going to let you know what I scored this coffee at, and I'm also going to let you know how it compares to Lavazza Espresso, which one I think is better. So I'll be right back. Okay, let's pull an espresso shot and see what we got. Okay, we have 2 shots. The Illy Espresso on my right, the Lavazza on the left. Just from exactly same grind, exactly same portions. Obviously the Lavazza seems to have a little more crema. Sort of the Illy has that sweet cinnamon smell. Similar smells from the Lavazza, not as strong, not as bright. So far, I'd say on aroma, the Illy is winning. Let's try to give it a little taste. Like I said, not a real heavy body. Nice mouthful. I think the Lavazza has a little heavier body, a little more acidic, a little more heavy on the tongue. To be honest, they are very comparable. Both very good shots. But I think I'm going to have to give Lavazza just a little nose to being a better espresso. Both good, but the Lavazza just has a little more body, a little more texture, a little more mouthful, just by a hair. To be honest, I don't remember exactly how I rated these espressos. Well, I know what I did with this one. I'll give you that score shortly. But I believe I gave the Lavazza a 90 or 91. So anyway, keep that in mind. I'll be right back with my score on this coffee. Okay, let's go over my score. Let's first talk about the price. This is a quarter kilo, 250 milligram can. Paid about $9 for it at my supermarket. I don't believe there was any roast on date. It does have a date on it, 07/22. I'm assuming that's a used by date, since it's about 6 months in the future. Like I said, being $9, quarter pound, quarter kilo, a bit more expensive than the Lavazza. The Lavazza was $20 for 1 kilo. But anyway, let's give you my score on this one. So 51 on a whole bean roast, 67 on the grind. On the aroma, I gave it an 8.5. Had a very nice aroma, particularly for a store-bought shelf coffee with who knows how long it's been there. Flavor, gave it a 9. Had a very nice aftertaste in your mouth, lingering taste, gave it a 9. Acidity, I gave it an 8.5. Sweetness, like I said, had a nice mild sweetness, nothing really sweet, nothing very strong, 7.5. Like any good Arabica coffee, no bitterness, gave it a 10. Mouthful, had a very nice mouthful, 8.5. Balance, it was like a very nice balance between body and acidity. I gave it an 8.5. I found nothing wrong with it, no odd defects, no odd smells, Gave it a 10. And overall drinkability, I gave it an 8.5. My total score on this coffee was an 88. And on my coffee index, I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. That's between price and flavor, pretty good buy. But ultimately, I have to give the Lavazza just like a little tinge more, had just a little bit better taste. But I think the price was actually quite a bit better when you think I got a kilo for $20, which is 2.2 pounds. This was being $9 for a quarter kilo. So anyway, that's my review for this week. Hope you got something out of it. If you haven't liked my channel, please do so. Hit that like button. I do new coffee reviews every week. So, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.